Hello and good morning everyone. My name is Shahat and the ID number is 202501010500. So today we are going to talk about a movie review about Inside Out 2. So now I'm going to introduce the group members. Lujain, Aya, Priyanka, Lubna and Shahat. So today I'm going to introduce the movie Inside 2. It is a 2024 Pixar film directed by Kelsey Mann. It continues the story of the first Inside Out in this sequel. We see Riley as a teenager, which means her emotions are getting more complicated. The movie keeps the same fun style and humor as the original, but it also shows more realistic side of growing up. It explores how teenagers deals with new feelings, stress and changes, and it presents all of this in a way that many people can relate to, both kids and adults. So now I make a small summarize about the movie. In the movie, Riley starts going through her teenage years. Her original emotion thinks they can handle things, but suddenly new emotions start to appear. Riley begins to feel more pressure. She wants to fit in, and she worries about what other people think about her. Inside her mind, the emotions disagree and try to guide her in different directions. Now I will give you a small message about the film. The film shows that growing up can be confusing, but it also teaches us that it is normal to feel more emotion at the same time, and all of them are part of who we are. And now I will pass the record to Priyanka with the theme analysis.
Warm greetings to Miss Sarah. I'm Priyanka Kandasamy from group number 5. My ID number is 2023-100-10073. And today I'll be explaining on the theme analysis of the movie Inside Out 2. So the first theme that we're going to discuss today is the power and the pitfall of anxiety. Anxiety is a new emotion found in Riley, and upon her introduction, it was portrayed as the protector of Riley because anxiety's true intention was to prepare Riley for whatever challenges that she's gonna go through in high school, such as making into her dream hockey team and making new friends. And anxiety really became a danger and over-controlling for Riley when anxiety took over completely, and proving that worry controls all the decisions, it may lead to mistakes and panic attacks and self-sabotage sometimes. So the takeaway from this theme that we have to learn is anxiety is a normal and a part of ourselves, and we need to learn how to manage and balance it well so it can play a balanced role as other emotion as well in our life. So the next theme that we're going to discuss today is the development of a complex sense of self. Building an identity for one is not a simple task, as of Riley's sense of self also is not built in a simple one belief, which is I'm a good person, but it's a mosaic of all her good and bad memories. So when the teenage crisis hit, such as puberty, introduces and pressure her to upgrade and change her self-identity, which progressively led her to abandon her friends and good core values, which she have built all through this 13 years of her life. So the main takeaway that we have to learn from this theme is a healthy identity is fluid and inclusive, so we have to learn to accept both our confidence and flaws in ourselves and make it into a good use. So the third and final theme that we're going to discuss about this movie today is embracing all emotion, which is the full spectrum. There's no such thing as bad emotion. And this movie well portrays it by confirming all the emotions such as joy, sadness, anger, and the new ones like envy and embarrassment are necessary for Riley to navigate her own life. And by mentioning embracing, we are choosing harmony over hierarchy in the emotions. For example, Joy had to accept that she cannot be in charge of the other emotion all time, and she had to learn working together with all the other emotions rather than having a single dominant feeling is the key for a good mental health. And the final takeaway that we can get from this theme is growth means making space for all the mess that's going on in our mind, and true happiness comes from acknowledging and accepting for who we are and all the emotion spectrum in our mind. So that's all from me for the theme analysis for the movie Inside Out Part 2. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Aya Adam Abdurrahman. My ID is 2025010010198. Today I am going to talk about my character and movie analysis of Inside Out 2 2024. This movie continues Riley's story as she grows into a teenager and experiences new emotions. It shows how growing up brings more complex feelings and challenges. I'm going to talk about character analysis. I already chose 3 characters, joy, anxiety, and sadness. The first character is Joy, voiced by Amy Poehler. She is the leader emotion of Riley's emotions, trying to keep everything under control. She realizes that not everything can be solved through happiness. Her resistance to accept anxiety influence. At the end, Joy learns to let other emotions take over. Joy continues to be the main emotion in Riley's mind. She always tries to keep everything under control and make Riley happy. But as Riley grows older, Joy starts to realize that not everything can be solved with happiness. She finds it hard to accept anxiety's rule at first, but later she learns that it's okay to let other emotions take over. That shows her emotional growth and maturity. Her journey goes from controlling happiness to understanding emotional balance. The next character is anxiety. She represents worries, fear of failure, and uncertainty about the future. Anxiety is the newest and most complex emotion in this sequel. At the first, anxiety thinks she is protecting Riley, but her overthinking creates chaos. By the end, she learns that worry can be helpful only when it works together with other emotions. Anxiety teaches us that balance is important, not control. The last character is sadness. Sadness is still one of the most emotionally intelligent characters. She is quiet but very important. She helps Riley connect with her real feeling and reminds her that sadness is not a bad thing. It's part of understanding yourself. Sadness balances the other emotions and helps Riley grow emotionally. In this slide, I want to talk about acting and quality. Movies features very strong creative and acting. Amy Poehler again does an amazing job as Joy, full of energy and positivity. Maya Hawke voices anxiety and perfectly shows fear, tensions, and self-doubt. The director Kelsey Mann uses beautiful colors and creative storytelling to show what's happening inside Riley's mind. The animation is very detailed and visually stunning. Also, the soundtrack supports the emotion. It changes with the movie's mood from calm to tense moment. Alright, that's all. Thank you for listening. Now I will pass it to my friend Lubna Ahmed to continue the presentation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Lubna Ahmed and my student ID is 202501010373. And I'll be talking about the lessons and values that we learned from the movie Inside Out and also the rating. So movies are not just a source for entertainment, they also teach us a lot of things, and we can learn from them a lot of things through the story, the characters, and the different situations that we see during the movie. And the movie Inside Out is one of those movies that has a lot of lessons about emotions and life experience. So during watching the movie, you can learn more about yourself and how to understand yourself. And the first lesson is that all emotions are important. So we should accept and embrace our emotion, and we should not ignore them because they happen for a valid reason, and they actually protect us, especially when talking about fear and anxiety. It was mentioned in the movie that fear protects you from things that you see, and anxiety protects you from things that you cannot see. Another lesson is that it's important to control and learn how to control your emotions, because emotions are actually good and important, yes, but once they take over you, they can harm you. So we should learn how to control them, because balance is the key. Another lesson is that we should remember to enjoy the moment more often, because sometimes when we are put in a situation in a new society where we need to fit in, we try to impress people around us, and we try to fit in the society, and we don't want to end up alone, but that sometimes may lead to make us unable to enjoy the present, the moment. And that what happened to Riley when she went to the camp with her friends, but she focused more on impressing the coach, impressing the other girls, instead of enjoying with her friends, two friends. And another lesson is that we must hold to our principles and values and what we believe in, because growing, when people grow, they change and they improve, and that's a good thing. But we must also try not to forget what we believe in, and what we think is true, because that's who we are, and that's our identity. So we must not forget it. It's also important to remember that a person's value and worth cannot be determined by the society standards. So things like intelligence, skills, and looks, they all don't determine how worthy the person is, because everyone has their own unique value. And you can see this in the movie, in the last scene of the movie, when Riley was waiting for the results that says if she was accepted in the hockey team or not. But she knows that even if she failed, she can try next year, and that will not change what she thinks about herself. And the last lesson is that apologizing and saying sorry when making a mistake is actually a good and mature behavior, and it actually helps us to be accepted by people, and it also reflects a self-awareness. So all these lessons are actually really important for people to focus and learn about. And this movie, although it's really educational, since it has a lot of lessons, It also has a lot of beautiful colors and beautiful animation that catches children attention, and it's suitable for all family members. And the rating for this movie will be a 10 out of 10. And that's all from me, and I'll leave you with my friend Lujain with the conclusion.
Hello everyone, my name is Lujain Yusuf. My ID number is 202501010699. So yeah, to wrap everything up, Inside Out 2 does a fantastic job of capturing the essence of growing up. It demonstrates that emotions are aspects of who we are rather than issues that need to be resolved. When we accept all our emotions, joy, fear, sadnesses, and even anxiety as parts of who we are truly mature. I really like how the movie shows that growing up doesn't mean being perfect or always happy, but learning how to deal with all emotion that comes with changes. It's kind of comforting, like it tells you it's okay to not have everything figured out yet. Every emotion matters, and together they make us stronger, more understanding, and more real. And honestly, that's what growing up is all about. And this is the end of our presentation, and thank you. Group.